Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my video for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Dami ODUS, and you can see my previous video. That's my first video. It has to do with getting to know me, so yeah, do well to see that. And don't forget to subscribe in case you get carried away with watching this video. Please subscribe now. Thank you. So my energy is really low today. I don't know why. I've really been pushing, shifting the day for shooting this video, but like here I am today and I'm still feeling very low, but I'm fine. Let's just get into business. So I'm back again with one of the most pressing topics, which is dealing with anxiety and depression. This is a very emotional topic for me and for some people as well. And you know, speaking of anxiety and depression, one thing leads to another. Anxiety could lead to depression when the anxiety is too consistent, it is too constant. It keeps happening, and if it has to do with one particular reason, you get me. You know, everyone has different things that triggers them, so identifying these triggers is one of the most important steps to coping and managing anxiety attacks. So you need to first identify these triggers. What are these things that making me feel anxious, that making me feel worried? And for some people, anxiety will never stop, so you need to know how to cope in order to avoid health issues like depression. Like I said, anxiety could lead to depression. Depression is a mental illness, it is a mental disorder, but it could be managed. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a feeling of nervousness or worry about something that is happening or something that is going to happen in the future. So this all boils down to fear, or let's just say the feeling of uncertainty. When you're uncertain about something, it's because you're afraid. So this boils down to fear, in quotes, fear. Trust me, this thing happens to me like every time, but I've been trying to deal with it. It doesn't end in one day. Rome was not built in a day. It's a process, basically. So what is depression? Depression is a common mental illness that happens when the sadness is persistent, and when you notice that you started to lack interest in things that you used to find pleasure in. For example, social anxiety. When you start having social anxiety and you don't want to be where there's a large group of people, you know, a public place, you like self-isolating, you like being on your own, you don't like being around people, you don't like seeing people. That's like, those are the symptoms of depression. When the depression has eaten deep, it starts to affect the way you act and the way you think. Do you know the funny thing? So people start thinking that, okay, this person is trying to she's trying to find pity, like you want people to pity you, you want people to feel sorry for you. They'll think you are, some people even think you are pretending when you are doing some funny things, or when you do something that's not who you are, like that's not actually who you are, that's not what you would do on a normal day. Instead of them to ask you what the problem is, you know, come close to you, try to understand what's going on, no, they'll just assume that this is who you are, you know. They just assume that, no, you know what you're doing, you're fine, you're just pretending, you're trying to seek pity, you're trying to seek empathy. And I don't know, people are just so, I don't know. For the sake of YouTube, I'll try to filter my words. So what was I even saying? I was saying that these people, human beings, are very, very funny. Some people even like want you to prove it that you're actually depressed. Are you serious? They want to prove that you're actually depressed. That's actually, people are very funny. See, everyone is going through one thing or the other, so the least you can just do is be nice with your words, because your words are like scars, so you don't even know, your turn might be tomorrow. So now let's talk about what triggers anxiety and depression. For me now, I can use the toilet like 500 times. If I have an exam, or like there was this day I wanted to enter a airplane for the first time in my life. For the first time, you cannot blame me. I swear, I was throwing up, I was stooling. It was not even time to do security check or whatever, or to check in. You get, each time I remember that I'm going to fly in the air, I'll go back, I'll go and stool, I'll throw. As I'm stooling, I'm throwing up. It got to a point I have to give those cleaner money that, please, I'm so sorry for stressing. I'm so sorry for stressing you. Because, I was thinking about it that, my phone is going to be on airplane mode. I can't call my mom, I can't call my dad, I can't call my sister. If my enemy die like this, I don't go with that. There's no way there's no window that you can jump. Even though you jump, you're going to just enter water. Have you ever experienced a situation whereby your phone will ring and you have to just start beating, like, what's going on? You have to just start beating very fast. It happens to me like every time. That's why sometimes I don't even pick my calls sometimes. Because there was this time I got a call. I was in school. I had an exam that day. I had a mid-semester exam. And I got a call that my aunt was dead. I was so scared. I was like, I shouldn't have picked this call because I was so devastated. That exam, if not that I dubbed, I would have failed that exam. So, since then I've always been scared that I hope no one has died again. What's going on? Is anybody died? Is anybody sick? What's going on? Even sometimes I'm always afraid to open messages. Maybe I hear the sound of the notification of my phone like this, I'll just be scared that, should I open this? Should I not open this message? There was this time that my face was really bad. Like, it got so bad that I was always self-isolating. I can't go out to get snacks. I can't go out to get anything. I always wait till night. When everywhere is dark. Even that night, I'll see tie scarf on my face, like a Muslim. I'll just tie scarf, go out, or wear face cap. So I don't even go to the living room whenever we have a visitor. Whenever someone is around, I don't go to the living room because some people have bad mouth and they'll be like, what happens to your face? You can see that my face is bad, and you're still asking me what happens to your face. Like, my mom too will be like, Dami, come and get fresh air in the living room. You're always sitting down inside the room. What happened? I'm like, Mommy, there is fresh air in my room. There's fan. If there's no light, I open the windows. And I have my phone. I don't need to watch TV. Thank you. Like, it was really, really bad. I was even doing social distance for my family. It was really bad. So I'm just saying this to let you know what triggers me, what triggers my own anxiety, and I'm working on those things. So if your phone is one of the things that gets you scared, like if your phone is giving you anxiety attacks, so you can just put your phone on DND. If you're an iPhone user, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, or better still, put your phone on vibration. Like, it's better for the people that are working, in case you might get an important message from your boss or from your co-worker or from anybody. You might get emergency messages, so you can put your phone on vibration. It's still better. Another thing is our food diet. Our food diet also contributes to our anxiety issues. Like the things we consume into our body, they affect us. So food that are high in carbohydrates, like processed cereal, like those cereal that will take those processed cereal processed cereal, yam, I guess yam, what else, soda and soft drinks. So soda and is it soda or soft drinks? But soft drinks, they contain caffeine. If your doctor has advised you to stop taking carbonated drinks, carbonated drinks, that's the word, carbonated drinks. So if you've advised you to stop taking it, just know that because it has to do with caffeine, like the caffeine is high, so you need to reduce it. I know it's not easy, like you can't just stop it like that, but you need to reduce it. Like, you can replace it with like herbal tea, yogurt, I guess. I myself, I'm guilty, but like it's a process, so we have to reduce it. Another thing is sugar, our sugar intake. Some of us will be like, I don't have sugar in my tea, I don't take sugar, I don't even have sugar in my house. See, there's some food that contains sugar, like yam, rice. Like we consume rice, like some of us consume rice on a reg. Like, it is something that in a week we must eat rice. This is something that is unavoidable. Rice is like one of the most consumed food. So directly or indirectly, we consume sugar. Whether I like it or not, we consume sugar. So we need to reduce our sugar intake. Another thing is alcohol and smoking. Based on personal survey, I said personal survey because some people that I talk to, they are able to trust me to tell me whatever is going on in their lives. So that's why I say personal survey. So they'll be like, That's why I'm smoking. That's why whenever I feel like this, I'll just like wrap two things, I'll just do this one, take one shot. I'll be like, now that you've taken a book and movie, do you feel better now? I'm sorry, I'm not condemning you. I am not I don't judge people. Who am I to judge? Like, that's one thing I'll never do. I've made my research on these things, so like that's why I'm talking. I'm able to like tell you confidently that smoking and drinking is not going to help whatever you're going through. It will only hurt you, because it's a mental illness. So like, it's not advisable at all. It will only contribute to whatever you're going through. It will add to your problem. So don't be deceived. So for those working, like if your job is not you don't like where you're working, maybe you work under someone and your boss is too bossy, your work environment is not nice, it's not pleasant, those things contribute to you getting worried. So I'm actually working, like I work as a copper because I'm saving, I'm doing NYC, and where I work, like the environment, actually I don't like the environment. I really can't wait to leave this environment and explore better options. For someone that went to a prestigious university, no be beans. So I need to explore better options. So this is the important part of the video, dealing with anxiety and depression. So like when it comes to dealing with anxiety and depression, there are different options actually. There are different options that you can actually explore. But before we go into those options, before we explore those options, there are some questions that you need to ask yourself. I'm just going to like list a few of the questions that you can ask yourself. You can ask yourself, have I noticed unexplained pain or tension, or do I feel there's some pain that you cannot explain, you just feel like very, very sad and you cannot explain? Because some people ask me sometimes that what's going on, I'm like, I don't even know, I don't think I'm lying, like it just happens. You ask yourself again, do I feel restless? Do I feel on edge? Am I on edge? Am I unable to relax? Have I started to avoid people? Have I started to avoid my loved ones? Have I started to avoid social gatherings? Do I feel empty? Do I feel hopeless? These changes, do they affect my life? Do they affect my relationship with people? Like, if your answer is yes, then you need to see a therapist if you can afford one. You need to see a therapist. Either see a doctor, then a doctor will recommend a therapist for you. Like, I'm not a science student, I'm not in the medical field, so I don't know anything about these things, but like that's like one of the best options that you can explore. And if you know that you cannot afford therapists because it's really expensive, but I recommend one like at betterhelp.com. Like so their response is actually swift, so you can reach out to them online at betterhelp.com. Just send it in to them and they'll respond to you. So that's for people that I think I really recommend physical therapy, but like people that are shy or considering distance. And again, online therapy is like one of the easiest way of communication. So I think that's all about that for people that can afford therapy. You don't have the money and you can't afford therapy. There are ways that you can actually manage it by yourself. Allow yourself feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Try to get enough sleep, because you not getting enough sleep can actually affect your mental health. Getting enough sleep, you can turn off your room light, turn off your phone or something. And you can also try to relax, do exercise, listen to music, do yoga. There are different things that you can do to help yourself manage this anxiety attack. And also read books, spend time with your loved ones, go out, go for social gatherings. Don't stop self-isolating. I would have recommended antidepressants, but like some people use it and it doesn't work for them. Just try to see a doctor first. And ask yourself those questions to see if your answer is yes, like I said, then you actually need therapy or managing skills. So make sure you see a doctor when you feel strange or when you experience anxiety symptoms like this. Make sure you see a doctor. I really hope this video is helpful, so don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.